Hello and good morning. So you've just hung a brand new art piece on the wall and you're having some friends come over. There'll be compliments about your impeccable taste and the feel of that space.
Right? I'm looking for the art piece now.
Yeah.
We have a lot. We do have a lot. But come on, why let the ego boost stop there? It will be good to solidify your position as the artsy one. And that is what Thursday is all about on Wake Up Nigeria.
It's our Artsy Thursday edition, and we cement that fact on Thursdays with all the interesting, creative, artsy aspects of us.
Definitely, definitely. Good morning, welcome. This is your numero uno breakfast show on television, and you know how the drill is. Now, this is the only place where you find the right ideas coupled with breakfast and, of course, great conversations.
The best part is that we help you start out nice and easy. We have someone standing in the kitchen there, and she's looking nice and easy this morning.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good morning.
Easy breezy.
Oh, yes, it is. It's so good to see you guys, especially Mike.
It's not good to see you.
Why?
Mike, it must be good to see me.
It's good. It's always
When you
good.
see me, you smile.
Oh,
I
God,
add
see, just
joy
keep quiet.
to your
You see-
life,
you
and
see
that
the
extra
problem.
spice.
You see
know.
it? You see it? You see it? It is good to see you today. It is not always good to see you, but you see
It
the
will be
problem?
always good to see me in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
When you see me, your life will reflect the light of God. You see through me and you will tap into the energy.
So let me give you, all of you, just disclaimer there. Just be careful whenever they start doing the amen and the calling all the names and all that. Be careful, but hey, come on. That's what we do here on the show. My name is Mike Mexicano.
And I'm Tita Layo. So you can stream this show live on tvcentertainment.tv. That's our website, and of course on Facebook at TVC Connect. You can also watch us live on GOTV channel 27 and UHF channel 49.
Of course, you can download the app. It's on Android and iOS stores. Now, this morning, there's a whole lot to come. We will begin this Thursday morning with some tech conversation. And we're looking at how technology has impacts the velocity of money. Alex Iheanacho is our guest this morning, as he has been for the past 2 weeks.
All right.
Good morning. Good morning.
Morning, Mike. How are you doing?
Look, I haven't seen you in a while. Doesn't feel like that. I don't know why.
Let's move already. It's time for weather. No, it's not weather. But I saw a short clip somewhere. I think it was on Instagram. You guys were really angry yesterday. It was angry birds or angry ladies on the show yesterday.
What exactly were you talking about?
Okay, you're always angry, so you don't know when you are actually.
Wow.
Yeah, good. No. So there was this. I can't remember the conversation, but you guys were very vehement about it yesterday, and I felt I'm trying to. Was it the traffic or
Oh,
which
the
one?
Pomo gist.
Oh,
Was it? I don't know, but I knew it was one. I was like, oh, I wanted to say something. I was like, you guys are very like
If you're going
activists.
to come at us, you have proof.
Yes,
you need
so
to have enough proof.
all
and
of
your facts
yesterday was
straight.
angry.
no, it wasn't.
Tell me what wasn't angry.
Well,
If you said traffic, you were angry about it, were you not?
no.
Well, we
Were
were
you
not. We didn't experience it, so I wouldn't say I was angry
And then
about it.
Pomo, you like food. So if the federal government actually ban Pomo, you can decide to jackpot just for that.
No, but to be honest, I'm even getting to that point where I appreciate, fish a lot and its immense nutritional benefits,
Yes.
right? So I'm even, gradually doing away with the beef, the chicken. No, chicken is even the
I heard one rumor.
but fish.
I heard one
loving
rumor
fish.
that, I don't know, I think they envisaged this. They said Pomo has protein. Have you heard that thing before?
No.
That's what I'm saying. So some guys are trying to give Pomo some qualities,
qualities.
so that he can,
So that we can see the value. in it. No, but really,
told me
it's
that.
actually, apart from the fact that it's an edible product or material, I mean, it's used for leather.
Honestly,
We make like the best leather
I
bags
said it
from
yesterday.
Pomo
A
leather
Louis
skin.
Vuitton bag
So,
or a pot of soup. Which one costs more? Which one can give you more value? A Louis Vuitton bag can be passed on.
well, but for to
Your
some
next generation.
people,
for the Pomo,
that's pot of stew.
for the
Or
Pomo
pot
to
of
reach,
soup.
for the Pomo to reach that bag, it will take a lot of processing. But hey,
Exactly.
come on, we'll talk about that and much more on the show today. Let's take a look at the weather. Good morning and welcome. It's the news on Wake Up Nigeria. I am Mike Mexicano. Now, President Muhammadu Buhari yesterday in the United States promised to leave a legacy of free and fair elections in 2023. The president disclosed this while addressing the world leaders at the 77th session of the United Nations General Assembly in New York. The president, who reiterated his commitments to constitutional limits, said Nigeria has stood for democracy and the rule of law as a country and in the sub-region in countries such as the Gambia, Guinea-Bissau, and the Republic of Chad. He also drew attention to the escalating armed conflicts in Africa and climatic turbulence, which need urgent attention. He expressed absolute confidence in the United Nations' ability in tackling all arising challenges with deep commitment.
I remain firmly convinced that the challenges that have come so sharply into focus in recent years and months emphasize the call by Nigeria and many other member states for the reform of the Security Council and other United Nations agencies. We need more effective and representative structure to meet today's demands. This is the first meeting we are having here in New York without the restrictions that characterized the last 3 years. The coronavirus pandemic ripped across national borders like a toxic whirlwind, leaving in its wake a legacy of pain and loss.
And to local news, the back and forth between the federal government and the academic staff union of universities seems far from over. This is so because the Academic Staff Union of Universities says it will appeal the ruling of the National Industrial Court, which ordered the lecturers to call off their ongoing strike. Femi Falana, who is the counsel to the union, confirmed this as after the ruling of the court, saying he is preparing the grounds of appeal immediately. Industrial action by ASU has continued to take a toll on the nation's education sector, especially the tertiary sector, as academic activities in most government-owned universities have been halted for over 7 months. Now, Russian President Vladimir Putin has announced a partial mobilization in Russia as the war in Ukraine reaches nearly 7 months. President Putin says military reservists are to be sent to Ukraine as part of a partial mobilization of Russian forces. In a televised address to the nation, he said this was a necessary step to ensure Russian territorial integrity. He accused the West of wanting to see Russia weakened and said a threat to retaliate further was not a bluff. The referendums, which have been expected to take since the first months of the war, will start on Friday in the Luhansk, Kherson, and partly Russian-controlled Zaporizhia and Donetsk regions. Meanwhile, Western nations have condemned Moscow's plans to hold referendums in parts of Ukraine that are currently under Russian control. The US, Germany, and France have said they would never recognize the results of such sham ballots.
Hello and good morning. Welcome. It's time for us to take a quick look at what's happening on the covers of the newspapers this morning. My name is Titilayo Oyinso. We're starting with The Nation newspaper. Today is Thursday, September 22nd, 2022. PDP quakes as Wike's group opts out of Atiku's campaign. Camp insists IU must quit. Campaign, or rather chairman, won't be forced out, says Atiku. Now, the story starts there on the cover and wraps up on page 2. Let's see what else we have here. 95.4 million litres crude oil stolen daily, says government. Nigeria, US, Germany, others seal pact on the food security. Page 8 has more on that. Senate confirms Ariwola as Chief Justice of Nigeria, and dignitaries greet Remi Tinubu at 62. What else do we have here? Of course, we have the photo story here with the president, President Buhari, speaking in New York yesterday. And a court order won't stop negotiation with ASU, says Ngige. VCs to reopen varsity soon. Appeal not ruled out, say lecturers. That's what we have on the cover of The Nation. We also have the Daily Trust newspaper with us as well. Atiku to Wike's camp, retrace your steps. We won't participate in campaign under IU, Rivers Governor's camp, say there. Solution coming, BOT chair speaking there. Crisis will benefit APC, others, says analyst. ASU rejects court order for resumption, vows to appeal ruling. Shakara remains NNPP's candidate for Kano Central, according to INEC. Buhari at UN, I'm leaving legacy of credible elections in Nigeria. And in the photo story there, it shows pensioners protest in Makurdi yesterday over 74 months unpaid entitlements by the state government. 74 months, it says here. On a forex scarcity, banks suspend international transactions on Naira debit cards, and floods destroy 14,496 farmlands in 5 Kano local governments, according to NEMA. That's what we have on the cover of the Daily Trust. We have the Punch newspaper with us this morning too. IU must go. PDP calls emergency meeting over governors. Others gang up. As Wike, Makinde, Fayoshe, George Ghana, others pull out of presidential campaign. Southern PDP bloc says Atiku failed to honor London agreement with Rivers governorship camp. I can't decide IU's fate, ex-vice president replies agreed campaign council members. Beside the masthead there, Northern Christians will mobilize against Muslim tickets, says Lawal here. Page 30 has more on that. Right at the top, Pengasson fingers military in 600,000 barrel daily stolen crude oil. ASU to appeal ruling, parents want strike ended. Senate confirms Ariwola as new Chief Justice. And court sets aside $47 million Paris Club payment judgment. That's what we have on the cover of the Punch. All right, then that's all we have time for when it comes to the headlines in the dailies. It's time for fitness. Join us. Okay, now we're in the kitchen. I can't believe it's Thursday already.
I believe it's
Goodness.
We're not in the kitchen, we're in the airport.
I'm telling you.
about to jackpot.
Wow.
Because of their body, Mama.
Really?
Want to go to the cab. Yeah, well, yeah. There's something I saw which is quite interesting, and it was a report from a foreign media organization, and it's about, it's quite an interesting story. They're a Canadian couple, Edith Lemar and Sebastian Pelletier, who have 4 children, and their eldest was diagnosed with retinitis pigmentosa. Retinitis pigmentosa, which is a rare genetic condition that causes a loss or decline in vision over time. Now, 2 of their sons were soon diagnosed with it, so that means that 3 of their 4 children will get blind fully before they get to 25. So they decided to come together and let the children get the best of life by using their sight. So they decided to travel, visit countries. So they don't have a plan. They just say, let's just leave. We don't plan 6 months ahead. We just say, okay, 1 month, let's give them the best of so that
Before
when
they
it
go
happens,
blind, they would have
they
experienced
have memories
the
and all
world.
that.
Yeah.
So it brought a lot of thoughts to me, you know. I love what they're doing. You know, people around the world have shown support. You know, some people have contributed to their the Johnny Fund and all of that, ensuring and all of that. And you know, it came. What came to my mind first was how, and it's a genetic condition. That means that it is something that was passed down. You know,
So how come the parents don't have it?
you see, so it might be recessive. You know, there are some genes that are
the one I know
dominant
is father.
and
some that are
recessive.
not
So it might be
active, yeah.
recessive in the parent, in one parent or the other. And that's why they talk about when, you know, it's quite a lot when you actually do want to get into marriage and you want to have kids.
Wow.
You have to, there are quite a number of things to
tests
consider.
that you need to get.
This eugenics, genetic or human engineering, genetic engineering, people talk about it and tell you that, look, you've heard things like some people from different bloodlines, if they do come together, the offsprings are stronger, more intelligent. It is possible. And I feel, for me, human genetic engineering is something good.
I think gene compatibility. Gene compatibility
Actually going
should
and
be a
checking.
thing. Yeah.
It should.
Do a full check. Do
Yeah.
those full
So somebody will
health
tell
checks
you- somebody will tell you.
before you even bind with this partner. And I say that because you're not just binding yourself to the partner, you're binding all your future offspring and their offspring to that partner. Understanding what has been in the bloodlines is very, very important. But then again, also, what you speak. I'm telling you that to go spiritual on you with this wasn't really my plan. But the thing is, I feel like down the line, there could be a solution to that problem. I feel like there could be some scientists that will come up with some solution. So I feel like fine, they're donating money for them to go out and see the world, but maybe we should be going into research, more scientific research, try and find a solution. I wouldn't just give up and just say, you know what, let's just travel the world.
They're not giving up. They didn't say they are giving up, but they are making the best of now.
Of it, right.
And that is what, and
Living
you know,
for the
somebody always,
moment.
yes, and that is what, you know, I remember this thing. I used to get very interested in horses because you hear about races and you hear about a thoroughbred horse. A thoroughbred horse is a breed, is a mixed breed of Turkish and English horses. So what they do is that they trace the bloodline of some horses from older dynasties, and then they check and then say, okay, this horse and this horse, if we check their bloodline and their offsprings, if they mate, the horse that comes out from them inherently would be more athletic.
Yeah.
You understand? And then this was what, so these horse races and all that, there's quite a whole lot of money around the sport.
Of course.
They breed these horses together, put them together, and then when that final horse comes out, they call it a thoroughbred horse.
Yeah, sure.
And then these horses, they do exceptionally well.
Wow.
So you find out that there are some kids and some offsprings because of how they came together.
Yeah.
In quotes, they already have some advantages from birth.
Yeah.
And it does, it seems like,
I mean,
but
I think
it happens.
Yeah, so it's also the same
It
thing
happens.
as geniuses. When they say there are people that are born geniuses.
Yes.
So they're not, they're like 1 in 100.
Yes.
Yeah. So they
Yes.
actually exist. It's just that I'm sure there are also scientists who do their research and then, you know, they
They'll
go to
trace
their
it.
genealogy.
Exactly.
And, you know, all
I'm just saying, I'm just saying that it so happens that you can see, you know, I've always thought about that thing. There's always fantasized like, look,
Now
just
that
look.
you've said it, Mike, actually, I wouldn't do it for my kids.
So
Right.
checking this out.
It does.
Mike.
Look, the point is that no matter, you know, that you're ignorant to something doesn't mean that it is not there. That's what you have to understand.
Yeah, but you can
And-
speak something else into that child's
No,
life.
Speak
Auntie,
it,
nobody's.
Speak it.
Speak for the
Speak
child to
positive
see.
into their life. I'm telling you that there's some prayers that you can pray that will cancel anything in any bloodline.
So
in
yeah,
any
it
generation.
doesn't. You know, this doesn't.
It will cancel it.
This
Yeah, I
doesn't-
believe
And it won't come through.
prayer. I
yes,
also
but-
believe in the power of, as
The
you are
science is
speaking
there.
it, be acting as well. You know,
wait,
just
wait,
do
wait,
not.
wait.
Let me say something.
Nothing do
You see, as much as I strongly do believe, you know, I'm open to. I feel like humanity has moved from where we are to where we would be because of questions, and I question everything, even religion. Look, with all this speaking, that Africa is the one that speaks the most. All the economy, we have been speaking to the economy.
But the thing is, people have been
So,
speaking.
my point is,
people have been speaking.
Forget
to Africa
without
too,
the
but we're still
speaking.
here.
Without the speaking.
Okay, so Mike,
We're still
there is,
here.
there is praying
You can.
and there is
There's
speaking into existence.
They're speaking
Oh.
to the atmosphere.
They're speaking into the
Yes,
universe.
those children will
And that is
see.
why- that
those
is why-
children,
that is why I
those
say-
children are going to live long and they're going to have sight. They will see till they die.
There's also the place of science.
Yes,
we have to go on a quick
I'm
break
speaking-
now.
Those children, they will see the world and enjoy it with their family, but they will still see.
If you find out
They will
something
never
your genetic line, don't go and just do anyhow and be saying I'm
I
saying you
reject it
talk.
for them. They will see.
We have to go on a quick break now. People, Wake Up Nigeria continues in a bit. Stay with us. Live and back. Yes, with me in the kitchen is Chef Morris, and you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Yes,
Good
this morning we are making asun pasta, right? I love asun, by the way. Do you love asun? So, I feel like asun, suya, they make like the best, like they add like the best, one of the best flavors
Of course,
to your pasta.
Yes.
Ooh, I used suya in making vegetable sauce a few days ago. And
really?
Whoa, guys. It literally blew my mind. I won't even lie. Yeah, so let's talk about the ingredients for our asun pasta.
Yeah, I have my grilled asun.
Okay.
I have my fresh tomato, my scotch bonnet, my sweet chili, then a tray of bell peppers, yellow, green, and red, onions, and my pasta.
Okay.
My choice of pasta. I choose to use a rigatoni.
Rigatoni, yeah. So just so you know, we have different kind of pastas. We have the fusilli pasta, we
Yes,
have the
we have fusilli,
rigatoni
we have
pasta,
tagliatelle.
we have tagliatelle,
We have fettuccine.
fettuccine,
We have macaroni.
macaroni,
We have spaghetti.
spaghetti,
We have linguine.
linguine.
And so
There's so many. So if you picked up on any of these pastas that we just mentioned, you can tell anyone that, hey, You learned that on Wake Up Nigeria, right? You can brag about it, and you could also tell them to tune in and watch the show. Yes. Okay, so where do we start off with our pasta?
Yeah, I'll be starting with boiling of my pasta.
Okay, and then?
Then I prepare a chili sauce with all this, the pepper, the tomato, the garlic, and onions.
Okay.
And thereafter, I mix everything together with my bell pepper.
Okay, so just so you know, this is a one-pot dish. What are we doing with the asun?
Yeah, the asun is going, so the asun is just a combination of Nigeria and Italian.
Okay.
You know, food is all about art. Yeah. So, you know, we've been, we've been eating more of
local dishes. Okay,
promoting Italian dish. So food is right
now
time that
we're
we
fusing
promote
local and continental. Yes.
Together. So that's why we come up with asun in the pasta.
Okay. So what we're doing here is our asun is the local ingredients, and then our ragatini pasta is the Italian. Ingredients here. We're just going to fuse all of them together and make a dish, right? So let's get cooking. Let's get cooking.
And spicy sauce.
Yeah. Oh, I love sweet chilies, by the way. I add them to my barbecue chickens. Like, it's a must. So I must, as much as I, use my barbecue sauce, I always add it in, and it gives, I've never added it to I've never used it for my pasta before, but
I think you should try it now.
Yeah, it has that sweet taste, slightly peppery.
You're more or less a chef now.
Me?
Yes.
I know, right? Well, with you guys coming on the show, I get to learn a lot. And I'm sure you at home also is learning so much from the show, because it's very important. You're not just watching because, hey, it's Wake Up Nigeria and I'm a fan of the show. It's important that we learn. You learn. We're here to educate you. Yes. So Chef Maurice is heating up the water, and then we're going to put our pasta in.
Exactly.
Right? And then how long do we wait before?
That's the next 15 minutes, the pasta will be ready.
Sorry?
In the next 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So we're going to have our pasta ready.
Okay.
Then I can start to prep the remaining.
Okay, I have people asking me questions about how economically accessible is this meal. So first off, aragatuni pasta looks very expensive.
You can choose to use a different pasta. Like I said, you can use a penny pasta. Like I think macaroni and spaghetti is not that expensive. So you can, but I choose to use a rigatoni, which is expensive. Like I said, but you can, if you choose to use spaghetti, that's quite cheap. So you just get your asun. This is a very simple menu. You can prepare it at any time.
It is. And the kids are absolutely going to love this. I mean, this is something that I think I would make for the kids this weekend. Thinking about it, because the kids absolutely love pasta. They love pasta, and as well as it has meat in it, they'll eat it. Oh, it's sweet. Oh, they will eat it, right? And then you also have a garlic and other veggies here with nutritional benefits that they can benefit from. Yes, we're going to get cooking in a bit, but while we're getting things prepping up here in the kitchen, let's head over to the couch for some book chat with TT.
And it's time for book chat. Yeah, every Thursday we have a book chat, and we have an author come in to talk about their books. Now, I'm going to be taking this one, and I have a feeling it's going to be a really insightful conversation. Why? Because of the title. It says, For Moms, Golden Guidelines for Raising Excellent Kids. The author, Damilola Ogunremi, author, etiquette expert, and image consultant. It's great to have you here.
I'm honored. Thank you. Good morning.
All right, then. So with a book like this, you have expectations. You expect some kind of guidelines, bullet points as to what to do or what not to do. And you focused on mums. But I have to ask, why mums? Why not just parents?
Actually, when the book was released, I had a lot of single dads attacked me that what about us. In the early stage of writing the book, the research I did was this: moms are often at home than daddies. Even when we go to work, we make it back in time because of the children. So while I was writing the book, I asked myself, who can really impart this knowledge, this behavior, sort of skill set I want to pass across, other than moms? So maybe in the second edition, we can consider daddies.
All right, fantastic. Just wanted to clarify. if there was something specific about moms, for moms in here, but there are quite a few nuggets. We will get to it. There are quite a few nuggets in here, and I was just going through your content page. It's really packed, this particular piece.
Thank you.
And thank you for putting it together.
Thank you.
Your children will imitate you. That's the first one.
Okay.
Imitating you as a parent, as an adult, as an individual. How do you mean?
One thing is this: you cannot impart. I mean, you cannot give what you don't have.
Okay.
You want your children to be properly behaved, and you don't have such. I mean, the behavior you're trying to teach. What do you think will happen? It's what you have that will be imitating. You say learning starts from home. If you look at the scenario in the second scenario in the chapter 1, it talked about a story of a young girl, asking boys to kiss her in the school bathroom. And when she was questioned, she says, I see my mom bringing different men when my dad travels.
Wow.
So she said, I just want to experience what it feels like to be with different boys.
Wow.
So, and I'm sure that she didn't intend to be a bad mother. She didn't expect that her behavior would be a reflection on her daughter. I'm sure she wanted our child to grow properly. So imitation learning starts from home.
Okay.
So don't sit properly, but when you sit as a mother, you're sitting like this. What do you expect?
There is quite a lot that you can gather from when you see a family, maybe at a restaurant or outside or even in church. And you know the children who imitate their parents and those who are just constantly being reprimanded or punished or corrected. Speaking of correcting, you have a chapter on that. You say here, corrected children, extraordinary children. That's on page 29. Now, I noted that you said corrected children, not punished children.
Not punished children.
So where is the place of discipline in this conversation?
Okay, before you can take the measure of punishment, it must be that you're having a serious, difficult child on your hand.
Okay.
So let's talk about correction here. You want a child to behave in a certain manner.
Yeah.
You as a parent, you write down this expected behavior.
Okay.
You write down your goal, what you expect. Then you call the child. Before you put in, you take the punishment measure, you must first apply what I call consequences.
Okay.
This is how I want you to behave. There must be an expected behavior.
Okay.
You don't just expect a child, I want you to behave properly, but you don't put the behavior down.
Okay.
This is the behavior I want of you. When you break the rules, this is the consequences.
Okay.
So that's this correction. Then when the child is not behaving in the certain manner that you expect them to behave, you remind them, this is correction. You don't just pounce on a child. Before you take the pouncing measure, you have to really, really correct them over and over and over again. And I want you to know that children are not people that easily learn. They don't learn instantly, especially when it comes to behavior. Okay,
so I'm going to take maybe a scenario of my own. I think I've talked about this once or twice with friends, where you set the rule.
Set the behavior first.
You set the behavior.
Then, yes,
so this is what I expect of you. Okay, so we're in the car, we arrive at the mall, right? I ask you, so what are the rules of the mall? You know, okay, stay with mommy at all times.
Yes.
Don't run about. Ask permission before you touch anything. Those are the rules I've set, right? Okay, let's say we go into the mall and there's a big bonanza and promo and there's balloons and a mascot handing out toys. And then one of my kids just says, oh, I'm going for that balloon or whatever mommy said. They've forgotten.
To help.
Right? They've forgotten. You are saying how many times do you correct this wrong behavior? It's not exactly bad behavior. It's expected of a child.
Yes.
How many times do you correct this wrong behavior before you discipline?
See, one thing you have to understand about parenting a child is that it takes a long time.
Okay.
If a parent had given up on us, what would become today wouldn't amount to that.
Okay.
It's something you do over and over and over and over and over until it becomes a part of that child.
Okay. When does this begin?
I can put You start early.
How early are we talking now?
Imagine as soon as a child can stretch his or her hand to say, Mommy, water, Mommy, biscuit, you start teaching.
Okay.
You start imparting appropriate behavior to those children.
Okay, beautiful, beautiful. I'm going to touch on the next aspect. You and I've already touched a little bit on imitating.
Yes.
And emulating.
Yes.
You mentioned earlier as well that parents can't give what they don't have.
Yes, you can't.
So are you saying this is in order to give them what they don't have? Is this what they need as a guide?
This is one of the essence of the book.
Okay.
And if you read the book, there's a situation in the book where you see a woman, she had a problem with her husband, and she took that out on her children. In fact, there's a lot of reasons why this book is targeted at mothers. Okay. Besides the time that we make it back home, you know, so it's just to give them.
Okay.
I'm not saying you don't have it.
Okay.
Let me brush up. As an etiquette expert, that's what we're actually doing.
So this is basically from the etiquette side of things, from the outlook.
What is etiquette, please?
The
character education that we need.
Character.
The character education that we need.
So, for parents that are interested in building better character and personable interactions with their kids, this might just be the book for you. Once again, the name of the book is For Moms, Golden Guidelines for Raising Excellent Kids. And honestly, I really appreciate you for putting this together. Well done. And more grease to your elbows, because there's loads of kids that need this. We are going to be taking a quick break now, but we'll be back with more. Wake Up Nigeria continues.
Welcome back, people. You're still on to Wake Up Nigeria. Yes, I'm excited because Chef Maurice is making one of my favorite meals in the world, pasta. Yes, wow. Who doesn't love pasta? I feel like a child who's just giving candy. You're about to give candy to, right? Yes, we are making asun pasta, right? And we're using a special kind of pasta for this recipe. And what do you call it again, Chef Maurice?
Rigatoni
pasta. Fantastic. Now let's run through the ingredients quickly and tell us where we're at. Let's go.
Right about now, I'm boiling my pasta.
Okay, you want to open that up? Let's see what's cooking.
It's cooking already.
Nice.
So I'm about making the chili sauce.
Okay.
It's just very easy, like I said. Boil the pasta, make the chili sauce, and mix everything together.
Great.
And that's it.
All right, so now that our pasta is almost cooked, can we start making the sauce? Let's see what that's about.
Yes. Yeah, actually, I'm about to blend my
pepper. Yes, we have our blended tomatoes, peppers, and what else again?
Garlic and ginger.
Garlic and ginger. So is that going to be a smooth blend or a roughly blend?
It's going to be a rough blend after.
Rough blend. Yes. Oh, okay. So we have our assistant somewhere who's, you know, trying to blend that up because we don't want to make so much noise here in the kitchen and in the studio, so they're getting that sorted outside. But then let's explain the process for our sauce.
Yeah, the process of making the chili sauce is I have my chopped onions and garlic in there already in the oil. I fry with the granite oil. Okay. Then I add the mixed blended pepper, tomato, and garlic and ginger to it.
All right, so I'm just going to work over there. Our blended tomato and pepper is ready, so I'm just going to go get it. Thank you very much, Matthew. Matthew, can you hand it over to me? Thank you very much. Yeah. So we have that. No, just give me the top of the blender. That's okay. Yeah. So we have our blended tomatoes, pepper ready here.
Yes.
So now that that's ready, what are we doing next?
I'm going to be adding that to the fried garlic.
Okay.
And onions and garlic.
Okay. So we are going to make sure that cooks properly, right?
Yes, very well.
Fantastic.
I'll season it. Then after that, I mix it up with my sweet chili, my asun, and my rigatoni pasta.
So at what point does this go in
that's going
to the sauce?
That's the last thing that will go in there. That's
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So this is just giving the meal a little bit of color.
Exactly.
Ooh, rainbow colors. Kids are absolutely going to love this. They're really going to love this. You know one thing, so there are things that actually attract kids to their vegetables, to getting them to eat their vegetables or to eat their fruits, which of course is very healthy and important for them. Colors. colors. Always make sure that your meal has a lot of colors, and them kids are going to be drawn to it. They're absolutely going to love it. And then, yeah, just try and entice them with maybe 1 or 2 sweetness in the meal, and then you're getting their attention.
Like I have the sweet chili here.
Yes, and that's why we have our sweet chili sauce here. So stuff's going on here in the kitchen. Chef Boris at work. Well done. We have to head over to the couch now for some art display with Mike.
And that asun has more art inside it. Is the asun?
It's kitchen, long truth.
Just be careful. That asun, I've counted it too. It's 15 pieces of asun.
You have counted it with your eyes.
If the thing should reduce before I get there, you tell the chef that they call me QC, I'm quality control. If the asun should reduce, be very careful there, man. When you're smiling, economical.
Continue your art display discussion.
All right, it's time for art display, of course. We have a visual artist, Chobi Oyesoro, who uses realistic drawings of mostly Africans to tell his story with the aim to create positive changes in the world. So tell me about that. You aim to create positive change.
Yeah.
How so?
My drawing titled Lot of Joy
Okay.
is talking about the whole ASU strike.
Okay, this one that we have here.
we have
Okay, so we'll probably get that shot across to you. But tell me, why did you decide to talk about that? Means it's a very recent drawing. You just
I did.
Not so. You did it this year. Right? How long did it take you to put this piece of work together?
It takes me like 2 to 3 weeks.
2 to 3 weeks, yeah. Okay, and what are the materials? What did you use to put this together?
I use charcoal pencil.
Charcoal pencil. Is this your major art form? Is that what you do most of your drawing? Charcoal pencil.
Yeah, charcoal pencils.
Okay.
Yeah, I also paint.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So talk to me about the drawing. What are you trying to depict with the ASU strike? What is the story behind it? What are you trying to depict?
This is like the guy represents so many youths, so many young people out there, worried, and as you can see him, he's thinking. Is thinking about his future.
Okay.
Everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm trying to like.
I just say it's the way he's thinking. Like he's singing God, I beg. But yeah, I do like that. But I can see it. There are a lot of veins around him, veins and stretch marks and all that. Were you trying to pass any message there with those, with the veins and arteries and the stretch marks and all of that?
Yes, very much.
So
like, I'm trying to portray, let us see how he feels.
Okay.
So we can tell how he feels. You can see how he feels, what is bothering him and his worries, everything.
Okay. Now let's look at the second one there. I can see an older man with a face mask there. And what are you trying to pass across with that?
Yeah, the old man, I gave him my marks during the COVID-19.
Okay.
Yeah, while we were just talking about Nigeria in general.
Okay.
Yeah, so we were just talking about the whole situation of the country and you know, at first, people were first doubting the whole situation of the country. Yeah. And he was among people that were doubting.
Okay.
So I tend to make him believe that COVID-19 is real.
Does it have a title? Does the artwork have what's it titled?
The Old Man, I Gave My Marks.
The Old Man, I Gave My Marks.
Yeah.
All right, good. So, but let's talk about you. You as an artist, how did it start for? How did you do it professionally now, right?
Yeah.
How did it start for you? How did you get into doing it professionally?
Very interesting journey so far.
Okay.
Yeah, I started drawing when I was a kid, primary school. I discovered that people liked it, and I was drawing for mostly my primary teachers then.
Okay.
Yeah, primary school teachers then. So, as someone that was in love with it, when I got to secondary school, I kept on the fire, kept on drawing, and I was encouraged by my art teachers to study art. Okay. Yeah.
So you studied art?
Yeah, I'm currently in my final year.
In your final year? Oh, wonderful. Did your parents and all of that, did they support for your family? Did you have support from them?
At first, no.
Okay. But they now support you now?
Yeah, very much. I called my dad this morning. I'm going to be here.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. I hope that is watching, and Chob is making you proud here. There are some other artworks that we can see now. I see some beautiful stuff there. There's the last one I saw. It had a charcoal painting and a color painting. I think two people were talking and all of that.
Yeah.
That really caught me in, drew me in. What are you trying to depict with that one? It's coming up quite soon, but let's talk about it.
Okay. Yeah. As humans, we are
that's this one, right? This is that is you.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay, that is you. You're drawing your okay.
So as humans, we are created in the likeness of God.
Okay.
We are creators.
All right.
So this is me challenging myself to do something unusual.
I like that. And you know, earlier on we were talking about stuff here, and we're talking about speaking words and all of that. You know, as much as it is, we can ask for guardians and for, in quote, intervention. We are creators. I like what you just said. We've been given the ability to make what we want come to pass. There are some other paintings that I can see. There's one of a young girl looking out through the window. What are you trying to depict with that one?
Yeah, I did that 2017.
Okay.
Yeah, I was trying to depict, it's actually myself, like presenting myself and so many young
this
people.
one, I really like it.
Yeah.
I really like it.
One of my favorites.
Yes, I do.
Thank you very much.
There's something about her and all of that. What is she looking at? What is she seeing?
It's titled Mirror.
Mirror.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she's looking at the future.
She's looking at the future.
Looking at the future and trying to see
how. It just looks like like somebody, like MM's daughter said, don't go outside and play while you see your friends playing outside. They tell you, because it just has that, but there's something about her, it seems like she's pondering, at the same time she's thinking. Yeah. You have that feel and you have that look and looking towards the future and all that. There's some other ones that I can see also. There's the first one that we saw, that one of a young lady, which we would see that one across now. The first one, the one with the young lady. What's that one? Yeah, this one.
Okay, this one. Okay, she's an actress.
She's an actress. Which actress is this?
Gal Gadot.
Oh, Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman. Oh, I like it. You're crushing on Wonder Woman.
I like her.
You like
her movies.
You like her movies so much. And then I decided to draw her. Wonderful. Yeah. I like that. How about this one? The one before this one? I just love this. I love this.
Thank you very much.
I could put that on my wall. But the one after this one, what's that? What's that? She's eating something? Yes,
oh, yeah.
This one?
Okay, pure water. Yeah.
Oh, pure water.
It's like pure water she's holding.
Okay, what did you title this?
It's just basically like the situation of the country. You can see how she's sweating.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm trying to, even pure water now is even like, it's not like so easy to come back.
Yeah, it's now one bag. How much is one bag now? But I know it's higher than it normally would be and all of that.
Yeah.
And so you're talking about the situation of the country. So you say you want to create change and you want to affect the world. So far, how far do you think you've gone? How far do you think you need to go?
I've not started.
Okay, I like that.
Well, I'm making moves, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and again, my art is not just about expressing myself.
Okay.
It's also about inspiring people out there.
All right.
To do something that to reach above what they feel.
What they feel they can do. Okay. Do you have plans? Have you ever had any exhibition or something? Has that ever come to mind? Have you ever done that?
Yes, I've had some exhibitions, yeah, but I've not had like my solo exhibition.
You've not had your solo exhibition yet? Yeah. Is there any plan for that?
Yeah, hopefully.
People can look forward to something those that love your artwork can look forward to?
Right now, no.
Okay, right now, but then it will come.
Yeah, sure time, yeah.
All right, yes, wishing you the best and
thank you.
keep on doing what you're doing. Well done.
Very much.
All right.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, all right, that's it. That's what we can take on the first hour of the show. We'll just take this time out now and we'll get back top of the hour. There's quite more to come. Stay with us.
Hey, you. Yeah, going to brush your teeth. Stop. Come back. Come closer. We have quite a show prepared for you. You need to stay right there.
Yep, we've done 1 hour. We've got 45 minutes left on the show, and of course, it's going to be the best part of the show. Even though we've done art display, I love art display. We've had a book chat
already,
and of course, it's been cooking. We have 15 pieces of asun meat.
15.
15. I counted it.
You counted it?
I am watching you.
Our quality control manager.
Wow.
I am watching you. 15 pieces. If that is Chefo, if that tissue is this one, you said you
because of the insistence on this, assume it's you are not eating this meal.
Who?
Just so you know.
You just find out you yourself you miss. But hey, come on. Of course, we're here to give you that memorable experience. So if you're just joining us, then you definitely have missed quite a lot. But hey, come on, we'll ensure that you get fully entertained with the last part of what we have for you.
Of course, you probably missed a little bit, but not to worry, there's still quite a bit to come. My name is Titilayo Onyinso.
Mike Mesikeno is mine. Stream the show live. It's at tvcentertainment.tv. Facebook, it's at TVC Connect. You can also catch us on GOTV. It's channel 27. And the ultra high frequency that's talking about terrestrial is channel 49.
Download the TVC app for Android or iOS. Catch up with old episodes of the show on YouTube. All you have to search for is TVC Entertainment. We still have birthday shout-outs coming your way. You need to make sure you're right there as we celebrate you and your loved ones.
And then, of course, we have tech this morning. We're going to be talking about how technology will affect the velocity of money. That, of course, we've got Alex Iheanacho for that one on the show.
All right, then.
Somebody, Francis just showed me something this morning, yeah, and he said, Francis, I don't know if do I have permission to share this, but he was talking about he found something inside his car. You know, have you ever?
Oh, wow. And then,
you know, have you ever? I know, you know, people find funny things inside their car bonnet because you see, so a lot of cars, not all cars have coverings underneath. You know, so you could see things like rodents, rats, and all of that. Do you have cockroaches in your car?
oh, wow.
Why are you laughing
Really?
now? Come down. Yeah,
Wow.
now you're former Lexus.
Wow.
Because you live in Osborne.
So,
Check my hand because Shagun, now your car.
You're not trying to say he found something,
No, he
in
did.
his car,
He
right?
found
He did?
something. He found something.
Okay.
So, but I wanted to talk about care of your car, ensuring that your car is a place where
It's your home, like a second home.
Yeah, rodents don't get to feed so much. But this time he found something quite strange. It was a crab.
Crap! That is just.
No, you didn't
What did you do that
You did
for?
not just tell the entire nation that there was
No,
a
I
crab
don't think.
No, from all indications, someone put it there because it was not living. It was someone put it there. My point why I'm trying to do this is
Because it was not living where?
it was not living.
It wasn't alive. There was no way it would survive in the heat of a car anyway, even if it was alive.
So my point.
Where did a crab get
He
to
could have
and
parked
went to
by a
the
beach.
car?
That's why I say no.
Or he parked by a beach?
Okay.
It could have.
It was, my point is, while you go out, whatever you do, please ensure you check your car and things around you because the heart of man is desperately wicked. Right, let's take a look at today's weather. It's Tech Thursday, and you know that over this month we've been with the Money Sense guy, and I know that you definitely have picked up something, one way or the other. Today we're looking at how technology impacts the velocity of money. Alex Iheanacho, the Money Sense guy, is a best-selling author, investor, speaker, and the creator of the 5 Wealth Distinction Framework. It is great to have you. You're welcome, Alex.
Cool.
Wonderful.
Pleasure, man.
Well, yeah, I love the words you're putting together, velocity and money and all of that, how technology... First of all, what do you mean by the velocity of money?
So, velocity of money talks about the speed of transmission of money. So, the speed at which money moves around. Of course, you know money is currency.
Yes.
It has current. Current flows, right? So that speed of flow is what we refer to as velocity of money.
So this inflow, is it inflow and outflow?
So it's both in and out, right?
Both in and out.
Yeah,
That's what we're looking at
let's assume that this is an economy, right? So if $1 million is put in the economy, how fast can it move around? That's the velocity of money, right?
Oh, okay. So now this is a holistic, or looking at a wider point of view. How it affects and all of that. Okay. I know it's something that we can also tailor individually, and that's what we're going to learn from. Okay. Now, technology, of course, how does it affect this particular?
So if you look at history tells us that the 21st century, right, has become the easiest century to be wealthy, right? The 21st century alone had produced the highest number of rich people, right? The 21st century alone has produced the highest number of rich people in comparison to all the centuries combined. So what that tells you is that in the 21st century, it's easy to become rich. It's also very easy to become broke.
Wow.
And that
so
is
it's
where...
both ways.
Yeah, it's both ways.
Easier
right?
to become rich, easier to become
broke. So you can just see someone, you put up a couple of things together, your idea goes viral quickly, you're not rich, right? You have money,
True.
right? And at the same time, you also do one or two things. You see an ad, you click on it, or you see a link, you click on it, and then you're hacked, and everything's gone, right? Yeah.
In fact, one scenario that comes to mind is the biggest TikToker in the world now.
Yeah. Yeah, this guy from
the Senegalese
Italian guy
who during the lockdown, factory worker, put videos together. He wasn't even talking. We were even talking himself. All he did was, you know, how his hands this. And today, he's what millions of you know, and all of that.
That's technology for you. And you see the skit makers in Nigeria, you know, so this thing is what technology can do. So the velocity of money gets to them quickly because of the fact that they are able to leverage technology. And as a business person too, if you're able to leverage technology, what happens is that your product goes viral. People in different places get to know you, get to buy a product. People get to interact with you without even having to meet you first, right? Now, with technology, for example, my book, I have the e-version of it.
Exactly.
I don't ever get to see some of the people that buy the books. They just download and they pay. Right? Velocity of money. Now, imagine that I'm able to maybe be on CNN and I talk about something and then like 1 million people hit the website.
Okay.
And then maybe they give me like, say, $10.
Each person, yes.
Do the math.
I understand.
Right?
Exactly.
So that's what happens. That's also how fast you can also lose money and how fast you can also lose opportunities. So what I tell people is that what the 21st century has done with the advancement in technology is that it has made it easy for you to get richer. It has also made it easy for you to become poorer. And that is why the gap between the rich and the poor is getting wider more than ever before. And, you know, unless people begin to understand, because first you have to understand what's going on. You have to understand that there is a change, and it's not something you wish away. It's not something you pray away. It's something you understand and become a part of, right? And until you do that, you will just be on the receiving end of the effect. It's called...
I like what you said. It has so happened that it is what it is now.
Yeah.
So that means that if you don't join the bandwagon, one way or the other, you are...
It will crush you.
It will crush you.
Yeah. So
it will crush you.
It will crush you, definitely. So the game is... Now, the worst thing you can say now is, I hate tech, or I'm not tech inclined, or I'm not, you know, some people tell you, oh, I'm not, I'm not techie, right? I tell people that in the next few years, what's going to happen is, you know, in the olden days when we had this one guy that went to England to study, who comes back to write letter for everyone in the community and becomes like the god of the community, right? That is how people who are tech inclined are going to become in a community of ignorant tech people.
Of ignorant people. And the point is that you are now more open. It's going to be easier to hack you because one way or the other, for you to live in this world, your finances are controlled by technology.
You're exposed,
If you're going to bank, it's going to be controlled by, except you want to dig somewhere in the ground and put the money inside.
And that will be a problem because you go to do some transactions, some people tell you, I don't take cash. There are places you walk into now, they tell you, I don't take cash. So you can't pay them with cash. You have to do a transfer. Right? I was speaking with someone yesterday. Someone wanted to give him money. He was going somewhere. He was telling the person that, oh, I want to give you this, but the problem is I can't take cash. So unless you can do a transfer to me. So if you bury the money there, and now the money is not in a place where you can easily do an internet banking kind of thing, what happens is that you're stuck with your money there.
Stuck with your money. You see, some other thing also is, let's talk about commerce here, because there are a lot of people that are also afraid of moving forward. Like say, for instance, we have cases of people using fake alerts.
Yeah, sure.
To buy something.
Sure.
And people are scared because if you call it that, you get something from, in quote, your bank.
Yeah.
You know, and all of that. I know that, yes, you can check your balance. In what ways can people, you know, hedge themselves in situations like this where technology can take money from them?
Yeah, so in that instance now, it talks about you being literate, you being mindful, you being observant, then you creating some kind of your own internal structure that guides you, right? So, for example, personally, I have some rules of engagement on the internet, right? Okay. So if you send me a link and I click the link and I'm getting some funny directions, because of the fact that I'm enlightened, I quickly back out.
Back out,
yeah.
Exactly.
So you don't expose your emails, you don't expose your passwords. All of those things are cybersecurity safety measures, right? Then on your own part as a business person, you have to have some kind of rules. The thing is, it will happen, but if it happens to you, or you hear it happen to someone else, learn, right? Learn.
I like that. I like that, Alex. Thank you so much. We'll have you for one more week. It's been a wonderful time learning money and talking about you, with you about money.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And finally, we're joined by the one and only Chef Fregz. He's not in the kitchen this time, however. He's on the couch. He's here to talk to us about his journey, his life as a reality TV show creator. And of course, it's been a while since we had him on the show, so we want to tackle him small. Welcome back, Chef Fregz.
Hi, Titi. It's good to see you.
All right. So I have to say, we are so enamored by the baby. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you knew I was going to talk about
He's not a baby again. He's a young man. Now.
How old is he now?
He's 19 months. It was 19 months like a few days ago.
That's
I know I'm such a parent that he's 19 months. So he's basically almost 2.
Oh.
But he's so tall. He's big. He's just giant.
Was it freaking you out yet? Fatherhood freaking you out?
No, it's not freaking me out. It's just expensive.
Oh,
It's
for
pricey.
Chef Fregz, Le Cordon Bleu chef.
You know, it's still expensive. The boy has too many high standards.
Okay, just like his daddy. And I dare say, like mommy. How is mommy doing?
She's fine. She's good. You know,
Right.
she's my Olga right now. So
Before.
she's my boss. You know, she's doing good. She's doing good.
So the truth is, when we heard about this street foods reality thing, we were like, Le Cordon Bleu, street foods.
I know.
I don't know if it's going to work, but it seems like it is. 3rd season now?
Yeah, this is the 3rd season of Street Food Niger. Street Foods Niger. There's actually been one in Ghana as well.
Okay.
But I've been part of the show, but this is my first time like a judge on the show.
Okay.
And yes, this is the season where it's, gotten a lot of attention.
I can imagine. So for us, street food started from university,
Yeah.
Students have to grab food on the go. You're jumping off the bus, you're grabbing fried yam and akara from the vendor on the street.
I mean, from secondary school, if you've done NYSC, Mami Market was purely street food.
Yep.
I made friends with, there was this, Igbo family that I made friends with the most. That was my favorite, because they had this fried yam and like pepper sauce. That was my jam.
Wow.
Well, I could afford the gizzard they were selling. That was a plus. But street food has always been a part of my life because I grew up in Lukweju, yeah.
Okay.
And there was this legendary suya spot that I frequented. They used to make this suya in like this brown paper bag.
Wow.
That was very different from everybody else.
Okay.
So I knew every street food vendor in Lukweju, so.
So when that brown paper suya, it might not have actually been beef that was inside, right?
It was beef.
Are you sure?
It was beef.
Are you sure?
It was 100% because God forbid it was anything now.
So that was the rumor then, that you didn't know what they were wrapping, so you would want to see them.
In all fairness, the only thing I remember that I didn't like sometimes when you edit was a lot of like fatty bits and show and all those kind of things that were just like, bruh, why? But some days it was pretty good. The sauce was amazing.
Flavors. When it comes to being properly trained, you are trained how to manipulate flavors depending on the type of dish you put on the table for your guests. But street food isn't really about flavor alone.
I think street food is actually a lot about flavor.
Okay.
Because it's like maximizing flavor, but it's accessible.
Okay.
So street food is about, so think of foods that are popular in Nigeria that are street food. Suya, shawarma. Those are things that are packed with flavor. This person's shawarma is spicy, it's creamy.
Yeah.
There's so many. Street food has become like people's brands as businesses. Abacha, for example, that was just like, you find, like, it's gone from being hawked on the street to people doing it for events. And I know a few Abacha people that, businesses that run. You have people that are doing grills that used to just be, I remember I used to take my sister to go and pick up my sister from QC if I was around.
Yeah.
Baguette, that turkey. Do you understand?
Yeah, there was one turkey. What was it called? Flavors.
Flavors.
I used to go there.
so.
KC, yes?
No, I didn't go to KC. I went to Alashari, but when I was around and I had to maybe take my sister to school or pick her up from school with my mom, so street food has always, but now it's now become like such a major thing, even all over the world. Tacos that used to be, or hot dogs that just by the road or anything, but they're like super big businesses. So it's about flavor.
Yeah.
but making it super accessible.
So now, if you think internationally, street food is a very big deal in places like New York. The average person on Wall Street probably grabs what they call it, is it bagel or what?
So you grab like a bagel with like salmon cream cheese, you grab a hot dog on the way, even abroad, like let's just use the United States or for example, like street food is like such a big thing, depending on the part of the country that you're on. Yeah, grabbing wraps are a big thing, I think that's what it's called. It's a Greek, like a Greek shawarma, basically. It's spelled Gyro. It's not pronounced gyra, apparently. So you have things like that people have opened like stores, pretzels, things like that are like off the fly.
On a reality show, especially in Nigeria, you're going to have people come from different cultures, traditions, styles, and present food to you. Have you... Okay, so what is it that you've seen about Nigerian street food vendors that strikes you?
Resilient, actually. They're super resilient. Like, Nigerian street food vendors they'll bring out good food from nowhere, do you understand? And they'll be consistent with it. Usually they're consistent with it. You were talking about from all over the country, like the contestants on the show, for example, they did like a regional, audition. And we had, one of my favorites, Chef Atana, young, feisty, spicy girl like this. You know, she's like, she gave me one of the best dishes I've eaten in my life. She gave me this like fura yogurt and like this suya wrap that was possibly one of the best things I've tasted on the show so far. So you have people from all sides of the country come through, and it's all different flavors, layers.
So now I have to touch on this because you went to Olashore. That's a very posh school.
I know.
Right? You are a very posh guy. You are known for being stylish. You married a stylish woman. And you're talking street food. Do you actually think you are, in quote,
street enough? I know I don't look like it. I may not sound like it and whatnot. But what people forget is that I didn't grow up like super posh and anything. Do you understand? I grew up in Benin City. I grew up in a house where we didn't have I didn't grow up with a generator till maybe I was like 12. When I moved, I started living with my grandparents. I didn't know generators existed. You know. So I grew up with like my mom who sold like meat pie, egg roll, like really basic stuff. Queen's cake. Where the kids that bought corn on the road. Suya with our dad. Like maybe over the weekends. So I went with my mom to the market when they're making my sister's hair. I drank, I bought mineral skull malts. Do you understand? You bought like
drinks
street
in
food.
nylon.
I went, no, for real. I'm eating rice. I grew up eating Owaligo rice. Anybody that grew up in Benin knows that. They used to sell the rice in paper bags or black nylon, So like I said, I have great experience with street because I like food on every level. I decided to chase this part. Do you know actually what convinced me that I could be a chef?
What?
I was in Kaduna serving, and I was working in then StarTimes. And there was this woman that used to bring this fried fish with yaji. And I used to pay 200 naira. 200 naira almost 10 years ago is a lot of money.
Yeah, sure.
And as a copper. So I used to buy that every day. And I thought, if this woman can grab my 200 naira, I think I can chase my own dreams and, really do this food thing. So I love food on every level. And one thing they say about chefs, we don't like to eat what we cook. So small secret, Titi, I don't really eat like fancy sometimes. I really like amala. Like that's why, like Lala and I, we bond over amala. What they call it? Bond over amala on Friday.
Just stop, because I'm trying to connect those very posh-looking plates with this amala thing.
Oh, I love amala. It's my passion. Amala is a thing in my house. My son likes amala. My wife likes amala. I like amala. So I'm multifaceted. So I don't look like it, but
So now I think of the likes of Gordon Ramsay when I think of chefs judging competitions.
Oh God.
Yes. And he is known to be a firecracker. And for some reason, people are coming at you quite a bit.
People removed I think part of the reasons I'm bald is because people shaved my head off. I mean, on the Gordon Ramsay. So Gordon Ramsay is one of my people that I look up to, but he's just one out of so many other food show judges. Am I exactly modeling myself after him? Maybe not, but I'm strict and I'm very blunt, and I've been told that I'm a little mean, no, maybe very mean actually. But the truth of the matter is, I think people should watch the show and see that the contestants are working really hard and winning 10 million naira and 10,000.
Wait, can you say that again?
Winning 10 million naira.
The prize money is
10M.
Can I still apply?
I even want to be a contestant because I don't have 10 million from this show.
Wow.
But the thing is, it's 10 million naira on the line.
Yeah.
It's $10,000 worth of education in a hospitality school. Like, you get to be attached to brands, really awesome brands. And it's not going to be an easy process, I'm part of the, the process to make it really tough. Yeah. Now, the thing is, I want everybody to see the full show and see that people went from zero to hero.
Okay.
And so, for example, Lizzie, who was the clip that went viral. Wow. Lizzie actually is doing so well on the show, and she's one of my favorites, you know. And I just need people to watch the whole thing. I don't want to let too much out of the.
All right. So in other words, those clips that they're seeing where you're very strict are just out of context in some cases.
I won't say out of context. People can take it how they want, and I'm not really bothered about it. And I'm not here to maybe defend myself. I just want people to watch the show.
Okay.
You know, you can make what you want of it, but I want them to come and see what contestants are doing, you know.
You know what? We have a little clip for you to see of the show. And, of course, we have our own chef in the kitchen who's probably quaking in his boots right now, wondering what you are going to say when you taste his food. Fabulous. Welcome.
So are we going to talk about the clip or we're going to eat first?
Yeah, you're going to eat first. This is the kitchen. This is Chef Morris's sanctuary. Yes. And this morning he's made for you. Yes.
Oh, okay. Maybe we should be a voiceover artist. Your voice nice. First of all, this looks pretty good.
I've not even told you the name of the meal. It's asun pasta.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
I had figured that it was some sort of meat with tortellini, and it just looks good. I like the black pepper sprinkle.
Okay, great. So quickly dig in. Let us know what you think. Okay. Be the judge.
We're actually very, very interested in what you think today. This is the practiced palate.
Okay, he seems to be enjoying it.
He picked up the plate. He picked up the plate and he's still eating.
We're still waiting for your verdicts.
I don't think he needs to share it.
It's coming. Well done, Chef Morris. Well done.
No cap.
Oh.
No cap.
I can't even talk with food, Baba.
Okay, just take just a couple ones there. Okay.
No cap, that was delicious.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
I just want Parmesan cheese on it just for that touch. Why didn't you bring? That's the only thing that's missing.
Okay.
It's actually yummy. This is not because we're on the show. Trust me, this thing didn't taste nice. I'm giving to you hot. I'm giving you hot. It's actually delicious. It's the right level of spice. I like the black pepper touch to it. And yeah, it's awesome.
All right. How often do you get to eat people's food, actually?
You know, that's a sad point in my life. People are always scared to cook for me because they just think I'm going to judge them and whatnot. But I really, 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 really like going to people's homes. Like give me Gary and granite, but make sure it's good Gary at least. You know? and like really nice asu on the side.
Okay.
Just entertain me, please. It's nice. And people can cook.
Does your wife cook for you?
Nope.
Wow.
She doesn't cook.
Oh, you know what? I think we should leave that bombshell.
No, but let me give that. But real context. My wife doesn't. She told me like yo. Yeah.
I think she married the right guy.
Yeah, she did.
We have to wrap it up on the show today. It's been an amazing artsy Thursday.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has. Thank you to all our guests. You all have been amazing. Chef Morris, well done.
Yes.
Well done. Chef Fregz, thanks for being here. And to all our other guests, thank you. We have to go now, people.
7 a.m. tomorrow. And
tomorrow is
tomorrow.
Of course. Bye-bye.